Equality Now, a rights-based activist entity, has organized a one-day training session for media practitioners titled Challenging Stigma and Discriminatory Policy to Uphold Girls' Right to Education in aims of preventing crimes of discrimination and violations of human rights, especially rights of the girl child and women. In this media engagement, Judy Kosgei, Communications and Media Officer, Africa, at Equality Now, stated that in order to stop inequality in Africa, society must start recognizing and protecting the rights of the girl child, especially from perpetrators who might not respect the existence of these rights.
Thousands of perpetrators, or whatever the number, who are walking scot-free in our villages, in our schools. It's not safe for our girls, because if we focused probably on the perpetrators and say, so who are these people who are targeting our girls? Who are these people who are sexually assaulting our girls, who are sexually violating our girls, who are taking advantage of a catastrophe, of a situation, of a crisis? So it means we need, as the media, we are the voice to the community. If we want to change attitudes in a community, in a society, if we want to change the norms, if we want to push for a policy, for example, if we want to reach various stakeholders, if we want to reach the government, if we want to reach the international community, the regional audience, in Africa, then we need you. We need the media.
She further stated that their organization respects and recognizes the power of the media in guaranteeing perception change, and therefore prioritizing and educating the media will be pivotal to the success of advocacies against teenage pregnancies, female genital mutilation, and right to girls' education.
We work towards ending harmful practices, and under the harmful practices we have child marriage and female genital mutilation. We also work towards ending sexual violence and having justice for girls around the world. We also work towards ending sex trafficking, and we also have a program under legal equality. So under legal equality, we ensure that there are no we work towards having non-discriminatory laws or texting laws that are discriminatory against women and girls. So we are here in Sierra Leone with one mission, to challenge the stigma and discrimination policy and to uphold the rights of girls to education. We know there's this policy that was introduced, and visibly pregnant girls have been banned from attending formal schools. So we are asking, if you're saying education is a basic right, then why are we denying these girls that right? We are asking, why are we focusing on the victim who was sexually, exploited? Because these are girls who are under 18. So if you coerce an under 18 to have sex with you, it means you're sexually exploiting that person, or sexually somewhere, victims, survivors of rape during the Ebola crisis. So we want to know, how can we work with the media to ensure that we don't lose this generation of girls?
Editor at Concord Times newspaper here in Sierra Leone, Abubakar Sharif, pointed out that those who go through situations are their own best storytellers, and as such should be the ones throwing light on occurrences of inequality, discrimination, and marginalization of women and girls.
Africans should tell their own stories, because if we don't tell our stories, nobody else can tell it better than us. Stories about girls, stories about women, and these are the voiceless people who cannot write, people who cannot talk, so we tell their story. And we tell their story in order that we can influence policy change.
Abubakar Sharif earmarked a success story of a woman rising from a difficult, marginalizing situation to prominence, which is exemplified and embodied by the President of Liberia, Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf.
I would like to start by sharing with you a story of a 17-year-old. She, who by the age of 17 was already a bride. By age 24, she had 3 kids. Yet, This teenage bride and youthful mother was born to achieve greatness. She went on to become an academic giant, an activist, a freedom fighter, and a model for millions of people around the world. This 17-year-old went on to become Africa's first female president, Madam Helen Johnson Sirleaf. I'm actually recounting a book review by Usman Beng-Sankor, one-time editor of Concord Times. He now works for the United Nations in Liberia. He did a book review by Helen Cooper. Helen Cooper is a Liberian journalist, award-winning journalist. So she's done a book on Helen titled Madam President. So that is Helen Johnson Sirleaf. All of us celebrate her today. She's a Nobel laureate. So, but some years down the line, she was that 17 years old girl. She was a teenage bride. By 24, she had 3 kids. We have millions of Helens around the world.
Various participants gave their contributions on constraints with the advocacy of human rights as well as societal perception in compromising situations relating to girls. Equality Now is a globally operating organization directing public and media attention from all over the world on individual cases of abuse, whilst also advocating with policymakers and at the United Nations to put significant international pressure on government to enforce and enact good laws that defend women's rights. Sarah Kallay reporting in Freetown.